What's happening, YouTubers? It's your boy CB, and we are back for my favorite segment on the channel, Huddle Watch Alongs with Recruits. On today's episodes, for you guys that like ball hawks and DB play, you have clicked on the right video. This is the interview for you. 2026 four-star DB Jordan Deck is new to the position, but has quickly adapted to it, becoming one of the best ball hawks in the nation, one of the fastest rising recruits in the 2026 class, and is fresh off a recent visit to SEC school Arkansas. But you don't want to hear it from me. You want to hear from the superstar himself. So without further ado, one of the smoothest DBs you'll see in the class, Jordan Deck. How's it going, bro?
It's going good.
Let's go.
I can't complain at all, man. It's going great. I just came back from Arkansas, man. I loved it down there. I went to OU on the 25th. I went to A&M on the 26th. I went to Arkansas on the 27th. So I was on the road, but I think it was worth it, man. I loved Arkansas. I mean, I love OU. I love A&M. Right now I'm just getting ready for the season. Letting it all unfold, seeing how everything goes.
What's it like trying to balance all that, bro? Because you just said it's boom, 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 visits in a row. You still got camps. You still got workouts. Like you said, fall right around the corner. And you still got to be a human being. You got to be a son. You got to be a friend. You know what I'm saying? You got a life, too.
Got to clean the bathroom, make up the
You know
bed.
what I'm saying? Chores not finna stop because you a four-star. So what's it like balancing all that?
I mean, I just think it's truly a blessing because there's a lot of kids out there that don't got the exposure they need and not really recognized. So I think it's a blessing, and I don't feed into it too much. You know what I mean? I answer the phone, any coach call, no matter if it's UNT, Tulsa, and I answer the phone no matter what school it is, because it's a respect thing. I'm just very appreciative. And, like, if you let recruiting consume you and you fall in love with recruiting, like, it's going to be stressful. But for me, I just, I appreciate everything, but I don't let it stress me out. I just live a normal life just like everybody else.
And before we get into the offers, because there's a few visits I'd like to talk to you about, before the audience understands why I'm about to highlight a few of these schools, we got to kind of backtrack a little bit and tell a quick story. So we see 2026 four-star DB. They see the highlights. They see the huddle that we're going to show them here in a second. But there's a story behind that. You just started playing DB, bro. Tell us what that was like in that transition.
Man, I played receiver my whole life, pretty much. And I transferred to a new school, Lone Star, the school I'm at right now. I played my freshman year at Memorial High School. It was right down the road from Lone Star, but I transferred originally trying to play receiver. But they had different plans for me. They didn't want me to play receiver. They really want me to play safety the whole time. I told coach, I said, why you just tell me that from the jump? They're like, man, we thought you could. Look, they said we needed a safety, and you was talented, and we was like, we just had to put you back there. So the first game, the starting safety had got hurt. I think he had sprained his ankle real bad. He got hurt, so I had to go in there. I'm like, I got to go in there on defense, safety. I play receiver, I'm like, they like you up. So I go out there, and I didn't play the best game. I missed a tackle. Dude scored a touchdown. That Trady Bell kid from Ball, something like that, from Texas High. We played Texas High.
You remember that?
Yeah, nah, bro. I'll never forget it. It was my motivation. They were on their 20-yard line. He catch that swing pass. He hits the sideline. I missed that tackle. They score a touchdown, and they go up 21-0. So I'll never forget that, man.
Oh, you're not forgetting that.
It was motivation for me, bro. Like, I was sad, bro. I'm like, dang, bro. Like, I didn't get in the game at receiver. They think I'm not good enough. All I want to do is play receiver. Like, I don't want to play the safety. I don't want to play defense. I'm trying to catch the ball. I'm trying to catch touchdowns. I'm trying to be pretty. I don't want to play no defense. Like, my mom was mad. She like, why didn't you play the offense? All types of stuff. We lost that game too. And
it's everything on top of each other.
So we on the way, and it was a long bus ride home, like 4 hours, and we on the way back. And I'm just thinking, like, bro, like this season is going to be horrible. I'm going to get no offers, all types of stuff, man. I'm going to just be a regular guy, and but I had to make something happen. Like, I was like, I'm blessed to be able to play because some people just be on the bench, so it gave me an opportunity to play.
There you go.
So, I gotta lock in. I gotta focus. So that whole week, I just, prepared and went full speed in practice, even though I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just backpedaling out fast. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really know nothing. So I started that second game. I had like 13 tackles that game, 2 tackles for loss. So, it went well for me. Then that third game, that's when the first clip you'll see on my huddle is when I blew that dude up, and after that, that's when I got my first offer from SMU. So it happened fast for me. I adjusted to the position, and I guess I was just a natural. I was blessed by the man above that to be able to be that good at something. You know what I mean? And I'm a football player. I pride myself in making plays. Regardless of what position I play, I'm a football player at the end of the day. So
I like that. At the end of the day, it's like I'm a hooper. I'm still a football
right,
player
yeah.
at the end of the day.
I'm
You know what
still
I'm
gonna
saying?
buy. I'm still gonna buy, man. And I feel
But
like I'm
but
blessed.
what was that? What was that feeling like, bro? You get that offer from SMU. You 3 games into a position you never thought you was gonna
It was
play, and you still learning it, and then you get a D1 call from a school that we both know doing huge things up there in Dallas.
right. It's
And
not.
and, and they slide you the offer for safety.
It's not. It wasn't even a call, man. It was so off guard. I'm just trying to grind. I'm trying to make a name for myself. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get just a position, and I go up there. They invite me to a game day, so I go up there. They play Prairie View A&M. I remember that. So I came to that game. You get invited to a game. I'm just thinking it's a regular thing, like we finna watch the game or whatever. And Coach Brown, I'll never forget him. Coach Brown gave me my first offer. He's at Michigan now, but he was at SMU. He came up and was like, "Hey, like, I want to let you know that you offered here at SMU, man." I heard the words, and I'm like, "For real?" Like, I just played 2 games. I played 2 games. I didn't get to play. I didn't get to play 3 full ones yet. So I was so shocked, bro. It was one of the best feelings. That's probably top 3 feelings I ever had in my life. Best feelings I ever had in my life. So
let's put that feeling against you on that bus ride on the way home.
man,
Did you being on that bus ride after that first game, like in 2 more weeks, you gonna have your first D1 offer, and it's from
I had
SMU.
no clue. I thought the whole year was gonna be like. I was like, okay. Like I was so mad. Like, bro, I want to play receiver. My mama was mad, but it's like my thought process was, okay, cool. This year I'm just gonna get adjusted to the position, and then next year I'm gonna have a shot to get the offers I want. You know what I mean? I got to get adjusted first. I didn't know it was gonna take me 2 games, but I think that was God like saying, hey, like I got a different path for you. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you what it was, bro. You've been a receiver all these years. The second they told you safety, your highlights of you cooking safeties flashed in your brain, and you was probably like, "Wait, I gotta stop this now." Like,
yes,
I know what I used to do to these dudes. Now I gotta be on the other side. So then we go from that, bro, to y'all in the comments. Stay with me here, because y'all gonna go, "Ain't no way." We started with SMU, right? So we got an LSU offer come through the pipeline this year. And when we talk about DBs from LSU, bro, we talking about the cream of the crop at the defensive back position. What was it like getting that offer for any defensive player, not just defensive back? When that kind of offer comes through, you just stamp. That's that, other schools start taking notice. Like, wait, LSU offered who? What was that feeling like knowing, all right, hey, this is really starting to, I'm making a true name for myself here.
Right. I remember when I got my first SEC offer from Arkansas, but I always, people ask me, what's my dream school? I never had a dream school. I always just remember watching big schools as a kid, like, dang, like, imagine how crazy it would be to play there. Then I started getting offers like Penn State, Notre Dame, Michigan, Oklahoma, like big schools that I used to watch and idolize. And then there's just something about LSU that just it hits different. Every school is a blessing. It's like LSU came in, I'm like, okay, cool, like that's a stamp. You know what I'm saying? Penn State was a stamp. Michigan was a Michigan national championship. Like everything is just, I'm like, it's crazy to me that it's my first year. Yeah, so
one. So
it's motivation. It's motivation.
And there's always like these little signs in recruiting, right? That whoever's talking to you ain't lying to you. So you got your first offer from SMU, right? He go to the reigning national champions at Michigan. What's the first thing he do? He said, "Hey, I got a safety down there in Frisco. I need y'all to slide the offer to." That's that validation right there. That every time he telling you back at SMU, "Hey, you my guy," He not
Right.
lying because he went to a bigger school and was like, "Hey, but
And we need this kid.
I still need Jordan."
I got a funny story about that. My coach tell me, he said, "Hey, like I need you to call the Michigan coach, Coach Brown, at 5:00." So I click on when the 5:00 comes around, I click on the icon. It say Coach Brown SMU, white, red, and blue. I'm like, Coach Brown SMU, like this, Coach, this must be the wrong number. Like
It's the wrong coach.
Coach Brown, and it was real. Like I answered the phone. He's like, "What's up? What's up, big dog? Like I ain't forget about you." I'm like, "Dang, Coach Brown put in a good word when he got to the national champs." So like it was crazy to me, man. Like I just think with all these schools showing me attention is a sign that I'm trending in the right direction. So I feel like that's why I'm so excited for this year to really put my talents on display being year 2.
Now, there's a school I gotta mention because growing up in Texas, this will make sense to all of us Texas boys. So you get the stamp of approval from the athleticism, the SEC schools, the Penn States, the Notre Dame, the Blue Bloods. Now for the parents, I know when that Baylor offer came through, that's a different type of stamp because Baylor not just accepting nobody. You can run a 4.2 if you want, but the grades got to be there too. That's when you get that offer as an athlete, that is 100%. He is a true student athlete. I mean it when I say it, bro. If you ain't got the grades, you're not getting that offer. What was that like getting that offer just for not just the hard work you put in on the field, but for the classroom too, showing that, look, I'm a complete student athlete.
Well, like schools like that take a long time. Like they asked for my transcript a month, 2 months before they offer me. Same thing with
no games.
Notre Dame asked me for my transcript after game 3 and didn't offer me until like 7 months later. So like they do a long process of checking your background and they ask people about you. So not only is it like an academic thing, it's a character thing. So for me to get the Baylor offer, the Notre Dame offer was like, okay, cool, my character's in line. People are saying good things about me. And what I'm doing in the classroom isn't all for nothing. You know, you sit in the class, you
Yes,
like, well, how is this going to help me in the real world? Like, this ain't, I don't care about none of this. You know what I mean? But doing the work and getting it done, and it all pays off. And you're like, dang, like me having good character and me doing my work, just simply doing my work, which don't take a lot of work. Now, these days, you don't even got to do too much. You just got to, pay attention. You'll be all right. So like,
apply yourself.
Yeah. So I was just like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? I'm doing all this for a good cause. And it was like, okay, I know like academic support now. You know what I mean? Like schools like this are checking for academics first. Everybody asks for transcripts first before they, even ask about you, how fast you can run, how much weight you can lift. You know what I'm saying? Before all of that, they ask for the transcript. So I'm like, okay, academics is important. So I need to make sure my academics are in line. So I ended with a 3.5. You know what I'm saying? And I made sure to end with all A's. So I'm like, all right, cool. When I come in this next year, I can get schools like Yale or something like that. That just feel good. But no, I mean, that just told me that academics are important.
That's so dope. Because like you said, when you in it, you in that algebra class, like, all right, now I know I ain't gonna never use this. However, it's still the discipline. It's no different than if you got cover 2, that mean cover 2, that don't mean be a hero. That mean you got cover 2. It's the same discipline. So when another school looking at your offer sheet and they see Baylor, they go, oh, I probably don't need to check his transcript. If Baylor checked his transcript and Baylor shot the offer, if Notre Dame shot the offer, that tells all these other coaches in the nation, oh, he got it together in between the ears as well. And for those of y'all, that's like, all right, bro, I know he's smart now. Now you told me he a ball hawk and I want to see it.
Yes, sir.
I was blown away hearing that this was your first year ever playing defense because the range and the instincts are crazy. This clip here, receivers ain't doing this, bro.
Nah, this is game 3. This is game 3, fourth quarter, 1 minute and 32 seconds left in the game. We're up by 7 points. I remember this like it was yesterday. I remember this play like it was yesterday. They had just bombed us. They had gashed us for 34 yards, 30 to 40 yards. Sorry, not 34. They had gashed us with that same seam right there. The Mike Backer let it go, number 15. That's my dog Mo. You know what I'm saying? But he had let it go the play before that, and they gashed us for 30 yards, go all the way down. what is this? The
They on the
14-yard
15.
line? Yeah, something
Yep.
like that. They gassed us. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, it just worked again. And Mo not even paying attention. Look, he not even paying attention. I'm like, they finna gas us again. He trying to score a touchdown. So I originally had old dude right there. I had number 2. But I'm like, oh, they finna try to throw this over the middle. So I see this. I'm finna kill him. And I actually got kicked out the game for this hit right
What?
here. It was nothing but clean shoulder.
That's all shoulder. They kicked you out the game for this?
I think they saw the dude get hit so hard, they had to kick me out the game.
It was a reaction.
Yeah.
It was a reaction more so than the actual hit.
So I was asking coach because they were trying to when you get kicked out the game, you have to sit out 2 quarters the next game. So I'm asking coach, I'm like, coach, so what do they want me to do? They wanted me to let him catch the ball first and then wait, then hit him. Like I didn't get it, but I mean they overturned it, so I ended up being able to play the whole game the next game.
So this is game 3, and you're able to process mid-play right after this snap. Damn, Mo took the dive again. Mid-snap, you processed this and made that adjustment. What was it in between game 2 and 3 that made safety start making sense to you?
I mean, when you do something a lot of times, you get a whole lot of reps. Our coaches do a good job of making us see everything in practice. Like they run through everything. Anything they might do, they make sure they should show it. But in that case, like it was just, I'm gonna be honest, it was just straight instincts. Like they just gassed us the play before. He don't look like he blocking because like he don't look like he blocking
straight release.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay,
yeah,
cool.
He can't even fake it. It's a straight release.
If I'm a quarterback and I see him that wide open, he getting the ball. So as soon as I seen the quarterback, I said, oh, I gotta go get him. You know what I mean? So it was just straight instincts.
So that's back to the receiver in you. And then we see you undercut this route like you ran it.
Yes, sir.
How much a playing receiver made plays like this just a little bit easier on you?
Well, I mean, the ball was in the air, and I was like, I'm gonna box him out, just like getting a rebound. This was in the playoffs, round 2, and we had to adjust to this. We had to make adjustment this week because we read 2-1, and 2 pushed over 5 yards, and as soon as he pushes over 5 yards, that's my man. That's what we call reading 2-1. If he goes over 5, I got him. Okay. We had to make the adjustment because Forney does a good job of running that concept. So we just switched. Me and the backside safety, you see number 1, he took the slant and I took the seam. So that was adjustment we made.
A quarterback never saw that adjustment coming.
Never, yeah, because they knew that they knew how we ran it. We read 2-1, and they knew that. So they was gonna try to gas us with that. So I mean, I ran it correctly and we got that pick turnover. That was the first play from half. First play came out from half. That was the pick.
All right, I gotta ask then, what's the sideline like? First play coming out of half in the playoffs. They brand new safety gets a pick on a play that I know the whole defense is waiting for this play because y'all made the adjustment. Yeah. They don't know you made the adjustment. What's the energy like after this play?
You can see Coach on the sideline. Look, Coach hype. He's like, let's go. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. It was loud in there, man. I remember that game like it was yesterday. It was kind of rainy, but nah, it was loud in there, man. I made that play, and I was like, dang, I just made that play. Because my gloves was wet, too. My gloves was soaking wet. I'm like, I don't even know if I can catch this.
Yo, you don't want to drop it?
Yeah. But the crowd went crazy. You know what I'm saying? In a moment, I was like, I just made that play. So Coach was hype. These are the offensive coordinator right here at the bottom of the screen going crazy. This is round 1.
So this is round 1 of the playoff. So what is it like for you first year at Lone Star? Man, I want to get on the field at receiver. End up being a key player on the defense. It's Texas Stadium you're playing in the playoffs. What's that feeling like playing these big games, playing in a stadium like this?
I mean, like I said, everything is motivation. It just motivate me to play better. Like, I'm going to seize my moment. Like, when you get a shot, it's time. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I was looking at it. Like, shoot, it's my time. You saw that one hand right there.
No,
Yeah, you saw that one hand right there. I mean, it was just a reaction. It's like the receiver in me, like you said, the receiver in me. I saw the ball. I'm like, I got to get it.
Because you stop almost on a dime. It's almost like you flowing to make a play, and then you realize, oh, ball. Like almost instantly, you're like, oh, ball. Hand go out,
Let me get it.
snag.
Yeah, let me get it. This is a
Hey,
momentum
now
play
that
too. It was 14-7. This changed the whole momentum of the game. After that, they got blew out.
how important you feel that is to be that type of playmaker for your defense, for your team, that you can flip field position or flip the momentum of a game. Because you as an offensive player know right after a pick, boys is
Yeah,
ready.
it's hype.
Receivers
Yeah,
hype,
everybody,
quarterback hype,
let's go.
everybody ready. How good do you feel now being that guy that can do that? That can tell your quarterback, "Don't worry, bro. I'm finna get this thing back for you."
Yes, sir. I mean, it feels great to be able to make that play for your team, and they got that faith in you, like, and especially when the ball's in the air and you got an opportunity. It's like it's bigger than yourself, and it always feels good when something is bigger than you. So I love it.
When did the game start slowing down for you last year, Jordan? Because we going through the season here and we watching started out on instinct. Now this ain't instinct, bro. This is film study. This is recognizing this play, going over the top, being exactly where you're supposed to be, knowing where he's putting this football and making a play. You look insanely comfortable back there just 7 games in. When do you feel like it started clicking when you realize, hey, everybody moving a little slower now? Like
Look,
everybody moving at half speed. That's crazy.
this is week 7, and this is my first pick, and then I got 4 picks after that. So I ended the season with 5 picks. This is my first pick, and one thing I learned, especially with high school quarterbacks or quarterbacks in general, no quarterback is going to want to sit back there and keep getting hit. He was getting hit all game. So eventually, a high school quarterback is just going to throw it up there. Like,
Yeah.
that's what they're going to do. They don't want to keep getting hit. You see all these guys, the whole D-line coming to get him. Look, he like, I'm finna just throw it up. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he knew he ain't taking no more of them.
Yeah, so I saw him go up the field. I said, oh, yeah, he's finna throw this. And he just gave me a prayer, gave me a punt. So, and we got a great D line, and that's why I love that's the perks of having a great D line. When they rush the quarterback don't want to keep getting hit all game. He just gonna toss it up. So that was my
Hey,
first pick, man.
Your defensive coordinator and head coach knew what he was doing the second you transferred there. Them boys said,
Yeah.
look, we got a D line that could give quarterbacks hell. But what I probably need is a rangy safety with ball skills like a receiver. And then enters Jordan Deck. And they was probably like, oh, he don't know. But bro is exactly what we need on the back end.
Yeah, my coach tells me that, my safety coach, that's my best friend. He tells me that all the time. Like, man, I just knew since day one, when you started backpedaling out there, I just knew that you was gonna be legit. And it takes somebody like that to have faith in you. This is round 2
Speak
again.
to that, bro. Speak to that. Speak to that bond and that relationship you have with your DB coach and that trust you've built with him.
Well, I mean, like, that dude right there, man, like, I came in and he was telling me, like, hey, like, they don't have plans of playing you at receiver, but I have plans to put you on the field. So his original plan
I
was
like
like,
that.
cool. He was gonna move our strong safety. He's move our strong safety back to outside backer. He was gonna move our free back to strong, and I was gonna play free by week 3. He was trying to get me prepared by week 3. He wasn't just gonna throw me out there. So he was like, man, that's my plan. I want to play you. I want to put you on the field. I got faith in you. But ever since then, man, like, the whole season, he picked me up, make sure I was good when I was sick. He was bringing me medicine, like, hey, like, and we was always like, that's kind of like my right hand man. Ever since then, we just been best friends. Like, he's took me to visits. He took me to Texas A&M, SMU, took me down to Texas. He's like a father figure to me. You know what I mean? And we just gel well. Like, we connect very well. Like, he understands me, I understand him, and we just got a real good connection. Better than a whole lot of people don't on the team. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of like, he treats me like a son. He treats me like a son. He loves me like a son, and I love him like a dad. You know what I mean? And he's done a whole lot for me, just not only for football, just in life. Taught me a whole lot of valuable lessons.
I love that, bro. I absolutely love it because we need them. You got that belief in yourself, but you do need those people that see it in you. He saw that in you before you saw that in you. Like you said, he was thinking, I don't care if they put him at receiver or not. By game 3, Jordan, my safety. Like, I don't know what the plans they think. He saw that vision ahead of time. The reason I keep rewinding this though, Jordan. So we started this by saying, bro, I'm a receiver. I don't even know why they want me to hit people. Like then we hawking people down on the kickoff team hit stick. When did you start enjoying the physical style of defense?
I mean, when I got my first hit, made my first tackle, I was like, ooh, like I can do this. Like everything about heart. Bringing somebody to the ground, tackling somebody is about heart and what you got inside you. So, I'm not no chump. So I like hitting the man, and I like bringing people to the ground. And I realized that fast. And I was like, hey, like the way I'm gonna get recruited is me knocking people. Like me hitting people hard that's how I'm gonna get recruited. You know what I mean? So this is my second game of the season right here. I feel
Second
that
game of the season, we getting our nose dirty. Is that
this
just
guy right
you
here,
just realized that was a sacrifice? Like, I gotta, if I'm gonna play safety, I gotta
I
do
gotta
it.
hit something. And this guy right here, bro, he was like 5'7", 220. Like he was just low to the ground, and he was a hard. Look, you had to come with something to bring him
Yeah,
to the ground. Yeah. So you see me, look, I tried to get low on him. He's so low to the ground, I couldn't even get low on him.
the running backs are hell too because they get lost in the shuffle.
Right. Yeah.
They
Nah, he
know how to
was,
hide themselves well.
and this is a wing T team, so they pride themselves on smash mouth football.
So
This is a big
how
deal.
difficult was this one for you, bro? Because when you facing the wing T on the defensive side, it's all about assignment football, making sure you understand your assignment and you stay true to your assignment. What was this game like for you, seeing this for the first time on defense?
I mean, it was a good. I honestly think I was better off going against a wing T team than a team that threw the ball because you got to cover, and I wasn't working on cover. It's easier to tackle and make a physical play than to cover deep. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I think that playing this wing T team and the coaches we have prepared us so well for this game. I think that I was well prepared. I was where I needed to be. So this is the game I kind of got used to making tackles.
that I love that was early in the progression too. Because the first thought is, all right, can I be physical? All right, we got a wing T team right away, bro. You don't have no choice. You gotta adapt to it. So then you don't even realize it, but you checking stuff off on your checklist week by week. Hey, but can I cover it? Then I get my first pick. Oh, all right. So week by week, your game as a safety is starting to really come together. And now we get to see you playing off instinct a lot more, coming downhill, full speed, chopping your feet, bro. You look like a safety's been doing this.
Oh yeah, man. This was this is a real game for us, man. We shouldn't have even this shouldn't even have been a close game. This game went to overtime. Like we were supposed to blow this team out by 50. And we were playing around before the game, and man, coach is so bad after this game. But we were down. We were down by. It's 21-0 at halftime. So this is when we came out from half. This is the third quarter. I'm like, we gotta come out with some energy. Like something gotta give. And we're gonna lose to Centennial. We're gonna lose to the team that shouldn't beat us. And we're supposed to be district champs, the best team in the area. And we about to lose to Centennial. So we had to come with some juice.
What was that moment like for the locker room, bro? For all of y'all to, because at that point, your coach don't really got to hold you accountable. Y'all all looking
Right,
at each
yeah.
other like,
Coach
damn,
came
we
in.
messed up. Like
Coach came in.
we know we messed up at this point, bro. Like you don't gotta say nothing to us, bro. We looking at each other like, damn. They told us we was gonna start slow if we kept messing around, and now we done started slow. What was that moment like for y'all?
Coach came in. Coach came in at half and was like, "Man, like I could have told you this was gonna happen. So what are y'all going to do?" That's all he said. You know, and we had to make some shake after that. They kept trying to throw these screens, and they was they knew I was new to the position, so they made me had to come up and tackle, and so that's what I did. Just keeping a wide base, keeping my feet running. When you stop your feet, you beat. You know what I mean? You lose your feet, you beat. So I always had to. I remember like I gotta keep my feet chopping. Coach told me that at half. He was like, "Hey, like they gonna try to throw these screens at you. They gonna try to make you make an open field tackle because they was gashing us on the screens, gashing them." And I'm like, I gotta lock in. So, this is what they kept trying to make you make a tackle. Man, I was like, I'm for the tackle.
You feel like a game like this, where, of course, sometimes it's the tough games that really build your season or your squad. Sometimes it's we had to go to triple overtime with the number 2 team in the state. And that shows you the grit. And sometimes it's the unfortunate, hey, we did this to ourselves. And now we got to crawl out. You feel like the fact that y'all bonded together, crawled out of that, because the whole time I know in the back of y'all head, you like, I can't give this coach and I told you so. And he I told you so us to death if we lose this game. Y'all pulled it together, made the adjustments. You feel like that helps strengthen y'all as a squad?
Of course. And we're the number 1 team in the district and number 5 team in the state. And they were the number 8th team in the district. So not even ranked. So us losing to them would have been horrible. And
for the whole season.
Us going through that tells us like, hey, like no matter who we got on the team, what talent we got, because we had a whole lot of talented guys. No matter how much talent we got, like talent we have, we can't just BS. We got to come in here. We got to be focused. Like our talent is just going to beat people because stuff like that, situations like that, playing around before the game, thinking we're going to just cakewalk a team. You come in and you realize that, like football comes with focus. Football doesn't lie. The game of football
doesn't
lie.
That.
If you're not focused and you're not locked in on the game, it doesn't lie. If you focus on other things, it's going to show. And that's what happened. If we would have lost to that team, it would have been like, what happened? You know what I mean?
And then you don't know how the rest of the season starts going after
that. To have that test, it tells you like, hey, like we can't every game we're gonna play like it's our last game. Right? We can't just come and cakewalk because talent's not enough in a lot of cases. Talent goes a long way, but not too far.
Then you realize a team like this day Super Bowl, like they get up extra for this one. You know what I'm saying? Because they coach saying the opposite on before the game. He like, if we could just win this one. Y'all thinking we worried about who we got in the first week of the playoffs. They thinking, but if we can win this, our season is made.
They crowd was so loud. You could tell that they didn't expect to be in this game. And that was the loudest crowd I've heard, like from a school like that. And it was like they coach coming in the game. Like if we would have lost that game, we wouldn't have won the district. Like Reedy, Wakeland, the other teams in the district were waiting on us to lose in order for them to win. You know what I'm saying? The district championship. We lose that game, we don't win the district championship. There's no way.
So everybody at the crib, like
everybody at the crib, like people tell me all the time, like, yeah, bro, I was looking at the max preps and I thought it was a glitch. You know
they refreshing. They refreshing hard.
Like, I thought it was a glitch. My homie told me he's like, I'm on the way to the game. I'm checking the score, and I thought Max Preps was glitching. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that was real. We was down 21-0 at half.
That's wild.
It was wild.
What was that bus ride home like? Even after the dub, did that even still feel like a normal win for y'all?
It was a win, but the coaches were so mad. Coach was so mad. Coach was like, we get it. He was like, we get there. He's like, everybody be quiet. We get to the school, everybody be quiet.
Everybody quiet.
It's going to be some real changes around here. We came in on Monday. It was like boot camp. Code red. We conditioning, like up, down, and like it was rough. Like it was rough.
Texas coaches do not play, bro. Texas coaches don't. Texas coaches want a small excuse to make you run till you throw up. They don't. The smallest of excuse. Oh, you ain't run full speed on that route. Everybody on the line.
We couldn't wear no armbands, no nothing, no visors, because that was the game. He doesn't let us wear a lot of flashy things. But that was the game. He was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna let y'all wear your visors and your bands, and he did. We couldn't wear it for the rest of the season. It was jersey, pants, jersey.
That's
pants.
it.
Yeah, jersey.
Bro,
pants.
I was just telling this story the other day on Twitter, bro. In high school, my receiver coach hated all that. He used to call receivers Barbies because he said you come with all your accessories. His rule was, though, one wrong route, one drop, one anything, all that come off. Everything. He'll unclip your visor mid-game. He don't care. You get to do all that, but the second you run a wrong route, the second you drop a pass,
Let me get it.
All that up off you, bro. So it was extra motivation for us. It was extra because it was a privilege to wear all that stuff. He always told us that that's a privilege. I don't like all that, but I'll let you do it. The second You run a slant, it's supposed to be a post. The second you rip that dig off at 10, and it's supposed to be 14, we ain't get the first down because you done caught a 13-yard dig on 3rd and 14. Come here. Now, come here. Let me take all that off
Let
you.
me get there.
I don't think people understand that about Texas coaches. A small excuse to be old school, bro, and then we'll go back to it.
The smallest excuse.
But that's holding you accountable. That's holding everybody on the squad accountable. Like, all right, now I let y'all have a little bit of rope. Now you gotta hung yourself. Come here, get all that up off you. We going. But I bet that never happened again. I bet y'all never walked out that locker room without any less than we finna curb stomp this team. I guarantee you.
We played the worst team in the district, the worst team around, and they was acting like it was a Super Bowl. Like they made sure that we was gonna be so like they acted like it was gonna play the Super Bowl. We were gonna be so locked in for this game. We couldn't bring our phones. Like we had to leave the phone at the school.
No games.
The stadium, no phones, no nothing. Everybody quiet. They
y'all on the bus like, are we got a mystery opponent? Are we really playing who they said we playing?
The worst team around, they treated that like it was the Super Bowl. So we came to that game like, everybody's focused. No phones for 2 weeks. We couldn't use our phones for 2 weeks. I'm like, dang, like coach not playing. But I mean, that's the type of coach he is. He wants to win, and that's the legacy of our school is to win.
How much you feel like that kind of discipline, that kind of accountability he expects from y'all is going to help you at the next level when you do get to that college locker room and they expect perfection? You're coming from a program that is already expecting that kind of perfection from you.
I mean, they expect a whole lot more. You know what I'm saying? To be disciplined in the classroom, and we work out like we got college workouts. So I mean, coming from a program like Lone Star, I'm already a step ahead from a whole lot of the kids. You know what I'm saying? They teach us discipline. They teach us not to be entitled. Talent is not enough. Like we go through hell and back when we working out. Workouts is crazy. Boot camp. You know what I'm saying? So they make sure we're well prepared. That's why they got guys in the league. Like that's why they got guys doing great things in college. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the reason for that, because Coach Rayburn and they got the same staff they have for years, and it works. As long as you buy into the process, you'll be all right.
And now you going into next year, bro. Now there's a freshman, there's a sophomore who looking at everything you do, because now he got to follow in your footsteps. He looking at 18 like, that used to be a receiver number, but when I play safety, I want 18 too, because Jordan got 18. How much pride do you take into that now, that there's some young guys now looking at you like, hey, I want to be the next Jordan?
It's one of my little homies. His name is Money.
Let's go.
He's about to be a 9th grader. And he looks up to me, man, and that's my little dog, bro. But it just feels good to be a leader. You know, I'm a team captain, and you know, I wear it with a badge of honor. Like I love being a captain. I love motivating people. I love being a role model. Like it doesn't stress me out to be that. Like I'm excited for that. I'm excited to step up to the challenge, because when you do, it's the best feeling in the world.
I love that, bro. I love that you take pride in being a leader. But you didn't say like I balled out and made team captain. You said like I have the honor of being team captain, and I wear that with pride. You understand what that C means from your whole squad. Bro, there's one question I have to ask before we get out of here. I ask every recruit this. On them hard days, because as a Texas kid, I know two-a-days here, nothing like two-a-days everywhere else. Two-a-days, studying, working out, you still got to be a best friend, a brother, a boyfriend. You still got to have a life. On them days when it's hard, bro, when you waking up and your body don't want to get out of bed, what's that why that keeps you moving and keeps you pushing?
Man, to be honest, the why is what do you stand for as a person? Like, what are your morals as a person? Like, when things get hard, who are you? You know what I mean? Like,
love it. Yeah.
Mental toughness is everything for me, and the game of football means everything for me, is because like I can get where I need to in life by just playing a game, just bringing somebody to the ground, you know, making plays. I can get where I want to get in life and be the best dad and father I can be for my family off of making plays in the game. So yes, I'm willing to go work out. Yes, I'm willing to wake up early, no matter how tired it gets. But also, like, it just teaches you something in life. Like, life is not easy. When it gets hard, you're gonna lay in the bed and you got your daughter
Let's
and
go.
your
Yes,
son waiting
sir.
on you. So I think football just people say that it teaches you life lessons, but like you as a person, you got to determine what does it teach to you, and how do you take it, and that's how I look at it. Like I don't want to do this, but in life you got to do a whole lot of things you don't want to do.
Yes,
and
sir.
if I could get out the bed and go work out and go do something that's bigger than me because it's about the team, but it's just it's bigger than football. You know what I mean? It's hard, but life's gonna be hard. So that's what it teaches you early on. Like, cause you're gonna have to get up and go to work. Even we work a 9 to 5 or any job, you gotta have to get up.
Yes.
Like, dang,
Yes, sir.
I gotta take my kid to school. I gotta do this and that. He gotta eat. It just teaches you life lessons. And so it's bigger
You
than
never
football.
lose them lessons, bro. You really don't. From the time and when we younger and our coaches are yelling at us, we think like, bro, this man wild. And then you get older and you realize I'm way more disciplined in the workspace than a lot of other people are. Because you just so used to, all right, I may not understand why he want me to run this slant different, but let me run this slant different so he'll stop yelling at me. And then you run it different. You like, oh, that's why. It starts to make sense. You're so used to being coachable, to making adjustments, to, like you said, seeing that the game is bigger than you. Everything is bigger than you. Yeah, you got a pick, but the pick was to set up your offense to go ahead. Like the game, everything leads to something else. You're a cog in that wheel, but an important cog in that wheel. And I like that you can look at the game and say, all right, yes, it's just a game. However, if I apply myself to this game can make my life better. It can make my family's life better, my kids one day, my parents now, my homeboys around me, money in ninth grade that's looking at you going, wait, like this is real? I can really go to LSU from here? Like I can really go to Arkansas from here? This ain't a joke. Like Jordan just came back from Arkansas. I can do that. So when he running or when they ask him in the ninth grade, what do you want to be when you grow up? And he say D1 football player and someone laughs, he knows that, oh, you're the only one that thinks that's impossible. I know that's possible. They
Possible.
no joke. Like, cause big bro up the street doing it right now. I know that's possible. And that's powerful, bro. It's powerful for people to be able to see that dreams are possible. We all dream, but we do need those people to show us that, like, bro, it's not just a dream, dog. Like with hard work, I'm doing it. And I love that you don't take that for granted.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, what is the big goal for this season besides state? Because don't no Texas team lace them up for anything less than state.
Anything less.
Is there a personal stat goal or goal you have for this year?
Man, I wanna break the peak record. The peak record is 6, and I
Let's
already had
go.
5 last year.
Oh, it was
I think I can
dangerously
break that.
close.
I think I can break that. And then the biggest goal is to be the number 1 safety in the country. Because a lot of people think like, oh, this kid's just tall, he's just long. That's the reason he's got these offers. He's just big. But this year's for me to prove everybody wrong. Like I'm really
Let's go.
legit. I'm really who they say I am. And that just comes with, the work. I've already done all the work. It's just time to put it all on display.
Fall camp right around the corner, bro. All that work about to pay off. So that's what we gonna do after this year. When you get more than 6 picks, let's say 7, because we want to make sure we clear that thing. We're gonna get 7 picks, breaking that record, rising up the recruiting rankings. We're gonna bring you back on so we could watch that tape and we could tell everybody, look, we told you this was gonna happen. Now you can see another full season of Jordan showing out.
Roll the clip, man. We gonna bring up the same clip. We're gonna say
same clip. We gonna bring up this same clip next year. Told you so. Jordan, thank you so much for coming on, bro. I wish you nothing but health and all the interceptions this year. I want you to get 10. Let's break that record, though. I cannot wait to see it. If any of y'all games stream, send me the link. I'll make sure I tweet it out. I'll make sure we all pull up to support you. I know everyone in the comments gonna ask, hey, does my team offer him? Yes, bro. He got the Miami offer. He got all of them. So if you in the comments right now, make sure you go follow Jordan because you're gonna want to keep up with him. Let them know where they can follow you on Instagram and Twitter, Brody.
My Instagram is at jdeck_1. My Twitter is Jordan_Russell8. So I mean that's all I'm pretty much on, man.
Go follow him right now. I'm gonna link those in the description. All you got to do is click him and his huddle so you can go run that back. Like I said, after this year, we running this thing back and we gonna just sit here, play the clip, and just go, I told you so.
Yes, sir.
Thank you again, bro. Like, share, and subscribe. Go follow Jordan right now. We out.
All right.